Wearing a uniform for a living means you never have to put up with routine. But I can tell you that being a member of the emergency services also involves being put in some pretty risky situations.
Four-wheel drives are made for going off-road, but one driver's unplanned detour off the motorway isn't exactly what the designers had in mind. HARJIT Singh has crashed 100 yards through signs, fences and trees. HeliMed 99 is on its way.
We've got reports of a 4x4 that has left the motorway and rolled over into a field. We've had persons reported at the location, but we don't know at this time whether or not they're trapped.
Looks like a man down there now, doesn't it? There were people going down through those trees.
Yeah, well that field looks about as good as I've ever seen, mate.
Lovely, yeah, perfect. HeliMed 99 is about to let down quickly.
Top corner of the field looks flattest to me,
yeah,
mate.
It does, yeah.
An ambulance crew has already come to HARJIT's aid.
You're all clear left. Yeah, lovely.
Hi lads, how you going?
He's been unconscious.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get collars and I think it's just a case of getting him out.
Fab.
But before he gets to work, Darren spots a child seat and toys that have been thrown from the car. Has a child been thrown with them?
Yeah, there's a kid's seat up there. You haven't had a young in it, car, will you, have you, mate?
With that worry over, Darren can now concentrate on Mr. Singh.
Is it Archie, did you say?
Harjit.
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 All right, mate. Let's just have a look at your face, matey. Oh, yeah, right, just put that back on. Have you got a big, a size 4 or 5 dressing?
Well, at the moment, the fire service are trying to clear the area so they can get access to him and extricate him from the vehicle.
HARJIT has a 35-centimetre cut that runs across his head and down onto his face. He's lost a lot of blood.
It's just oxygen, that. All right, just to help you clear your head a little bit. Can you remember everything that's happened to you? No?
No.
Yeah. Have you got any pain anywhere else other than your head?
My shoulder, mate.
Your shoulder's hurting. What about your legs?
I'm fine with it, I can move them.
Right, no pain in your back?
No, mate.
No pain in your shins at all?
No.
You sure?
I think if he'd been in a normal family car, he'd be probably dead, you know. So far, he's got a head injury. He's still conscious and talking to us. He seems to have a shoulder injury and possibly some issues with his breathing.
Right, that's coming off. I need to readjust myself a bit. Right.
As a former miner, Darren's used to working in tight spaces, but he's a big lad, and getting around a crushed car to treat a patient isn't easy. At least fellow paramedic Al is nearby to lend his support.
He's wrapped up in there. He's doing very well, actually.
This pain you've got, matey, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is it? If 10's the worst, about a 7. It's your shoulder that's hurting you. I've got some morphine in my pocket.
Right, what we've got, because we need to start your car and taking your roof off and stuff, we've got a big sheet. What we're going to do, we're going to put that on and cover you, basically. There's a window in it so you can see what's going on. There'll be somebody talking to you all the time to let you know exactly what's going on.
The man who's going to do the talking is Darren, who's decided to stay with HARJIT.
Right, HARJIT, what we're going to do now, mate, is we're going to take this roof off, right? I'm going to stay with you all the time. One of us will be with you and we won't leave you. All right? And we'll get out of here then.
Daz is just at the moment just holding his head, making sure that if he's got any possibility of a neck injury, he's keeping everything nice and stable and just keeping talking to him. Because it can be quite frightening, you know. You're under there, under a sheet, and there's your car's being ripped to pieces around you by the fire brigade. You know, you can hear creaking and smashing and metal being cut and all sorts of noises and stuff. It's you know, when you're already a bit disorientated from having been in a crash, it can be quite a frightening experience.
Make sure you don't eat out squishy, firefighter, won't you? Because it'll be me.
The HeliMed team's pilots usually find somewhere to land.
Today, HeliMed 99 pilot Steve Cobb has managed to find a landing pad right next to one of the busiest urban motorways in West Yorkshire. And it's just as well for the team's badly injured patient.
Come off the motorway, went through this field, somersaulted over this fence and hit that tree, and he's now trapped in the vehicle.
HARJIT Singh's been lucky to survive a high-speed crash on the M62 motorway. He's trapped in the wreckage of his four-wheel drive car with serious injuries.
I'm just going to pop this glass to the side. Are you okay?
Alright, make it have it. It's going to be a loud bang, mate. Thank you.
Now Harjit and flying paramedic Darren Axe must wait as firefighters cut his car apart to free him. Darren and his patient are covered by a safety blanket and can't see much, but they can hear what's going on. Darren's a former miner, well used to confined spaces, and he knows this is a risky situation. Falling trees, debris from cutting equipment and fire are all potential hazards. But keeping Harjit cheerful is part of his job.
Just relax, mate, it's not to worry about. It's going to turn your car into a convertible for you. Do you want a convertible?
Yeah, why not?
Darren's a car nut with a high-powered Nissan sports car on his drive. He feels for Harjit.
I think you need a new car, buddy. It's a good job you were in something this big. Or she'd have been toast.
Harjit has a bad head wound. His shoulder hurts and he could have a serious back injury, but his car's in worse shape. Firefighters are slowly taking apart Harjit's Toyota landcruiser. Its strength probably saved his life, but now its steel construction is making hard work for his rescuers.
Sound job, mate, sound.
At last, they're ready to move their patient.
You ready then, lads?
Yeah, I'm ready.
As it comes up, we're going to have to angle it a bit more, so...
Okay.
Ready? Are you ready? Your call.
Ready. Steady. Okay.
Keep your arm in, Harjit.
We've actually created a path up to the field at the back where the helicopter is. So once we're out, then it's just a case of carrying him up onto the helicopter and then away to hospital.
Harjit's not a small man, and he takes a lot of lifting, but the fire service know how to make light work of jobs like this.
Bring him feet first and keep it nice and high until he's right in.
Once their patient's inside the chopper, the team have all their medical kit at arm's reach. But for Darren, there's another reason for relief. This job's nearly over.
It was a bit awkward, but sometimes you've just got to... You've got to be prepared to put yourself in that position, and I'm sure any one of us that were there would have done exactly the same. So you've got to do what's right for the patient at the end of the day. Sometimes it's not always textbook, but you've got a casualty retrieve and you need to get on with it.
The trauma team are already waiting at Leeds General Infirmary. It's less than 15 minutes since Harjit was freed from his car. Now he's about to get the medical treatment he desperately needs.
He's got quite a nasty head injury. It's quite a big opened wound to his head, and head injuries are always a concern, especially when you've been unconscious, and this gentleman was knocked out initially. So that's always a cause of concern. He's also got some injuries to his right side. His shoulder looks to be quite badly damaged, and also possibly some right-sided chest injuries.
As Al feared, Harjit had broken his shoulder. He also has a back injury that will require steel pins. By the time he's released from hospital, he'll have had 3 separate operations.